Heads is the call. Fighters won the toss and choose to field. First ball shot, goes for it. Over the infield for a net worth properties boundary. What a start. For the Marshall Royals. Calling it a virtual semi-final because FAIRLANE fighters are currently number 2 in the table. Have a net. This is a smart shot. They needed that. A net worth properties boundary off the bat of Vinod. That was slightly short. And he covers inside the line of the ball and just paddles it past the square leg fielder. And once it gets on the turf, there's no stopping that. A welcome network. So 6 fielders on the offside inside the circle. This one's in the slot. Vinod goes for it straight back over the bowler's head. Oh, and the fielder there at long on did try to give it a chase. Overran the ball and slips. A net worth properties boundary for Vinod. This time he goes straight down the ground. Over mid-off. For another net worth properties boundary. Brilliant shot. The bowler changing his side. Left arm round across. Vinod just opening the face of the bat this time to ensure it goes over mid-off and not towards the long. Make it 3. Another net worth properties boundary, this time through covers. Gets the weed. Slow full toss, plants his front foot and drives it over covers. No. And what a sweep. Tried something similar in the previous over, did not connect, but this time times it to perfection. This one was pushed through quicker by Shiva. Gets down on one knee. This time he steps down. Hits it hard. What a good pick up and throw. And he's run out. Slight mix up there. Look at that, he stepped down, made it a full toss. Hit it all along the ground between the 2 fielders there. And look at that, what a good pick up and throw. This time that's really well bowled. And a soft dismissal. Net worth properties wicket. That one just held in the surface. Preet trying to work it on the leg side, gets an edge, and a one-hander by Abhishek. Could see him trying that shot again. He wanted to play it towards the leg side. But a good knock, 15 or 14 deliveries. More importantly, build a really good opening stand with Vinod. Let's have a look at a replay. KFT just holding on the surface a tad bit longer. Bounce, getting it high on the bat. Jaspreet. This time he gets down on one knee, sweeps it. No one there at deep mid wicket. They had a cow corner, so vacant gap, and he's picked it to perfection for a net worth properties boundary. Brilliant shot. She fetched it from outside off. This time just over the fielder, and the ball will get to the net worth properties boundary. Really good shot by Nilesh. Not in complete control, but will get the result he wanted. You see the angle at which the bat has always wanted to play it on the leg side. And what a powerful drive. Timed it to perfection. Kind of shot you'd want to look at it again and again. Net worth properties boundary. That was full. And what a drive. Arun gets it in the slot. Goes straight. Chance for the fielder there. And the net worth properties wicket. That's a really good catch. The ball was in the slot, but Arun getting the height more than the distance. And at the boundary. Net worth properties boundary. And Nilesh is doing his job from the other end. Knows what is there for. It was wide outside off. He goes straight back over the bowler. Just short of. And now Ijaz Khan gets into the action. That was short. Front mark. This time full. He goes straight. And net worth properties boundary. Fielder from long off. Could not get there in time. But that ball was full. It was looped. Got the flight. That was in the slot. And AK has a brilliant. He's held and. This time it's in the slot. He goes straight. He goes long. Net worth property sixer. It's a really good shot. That was in the slot and just look at that. Plants his front foot, gets the room he required and lets his bat just flow through. To now go for it. And again. And another six. So as per the rules, Nilesh Samant will retire, but not without getting two net worth properties. This time outside off. And the net worth properties boundary. He just slapped it over covers. The long off fielder trying to give a chase. Could not reach there in time. What a shot that by Ijaz Khan. That came off single hand if you look. A net worth properties boundary. So Ijaz Khan, he knows he's the senior guy. That was full toss on the pads, just flicks it and times it to perfection. Royals get on the board. That was in the slot. Slogs it on the leg side. Will get a net worth properties boundary. Brilliant shot. Slightly slower. Had to wait for it. Just have a close look there. You see there. Just waits for the ball to come. And in the slot. Over the top. Just past the side screen. Net worth properties boundary from the bat of Ijaz Khan. Abhishek trying to correct his line, bowls it a little fuller, but clears his front leg and goes straight. This one's in the slot. And a good catch by the captain Shiva at long on. And well made 39 of 20 deliveries. Ejaz Khan has done the job for his side, has to walk back. Let's look at that again. Rudra. Right arm over, pulling it wide. Ejaz preempting the shot, walking out towards off. It felt as if he'd hit it really well, but and what was the non-striker doing? He didn't go for the run. So there'll be a run out, 6th net worth properties wicket in the form of a run out, but that was the last ball, so they have to go for it. 188 at the end of 20 overs are the Marshall Royals. A really good innings, really good score on this wicket. It's now up to their bowlers to defend it. Look at that last ball. Throw to the keeper. One bounce. Throw was a little wide, but it didn't matter as his partner there didn't. Sanjeev started off with a dot of his first ball. This time short, cut away. And a slight misfield there at the covers would mean that the FAIRLANE fighters get the first net worth property of the innings and they are off the mark. That was shot that was wide by Sanjeev, had to wait for it. It's a really good shot by Chetan Kapoor. He waits for it and then it's sheer power. Oh, they're appealing for it and that's the net worth properties wicket. Karan Jain walks back on his very first delivery. Worth watching. It felt as if the ball kept low and that's a really good take by the wicket keeper. Just look at that, staying low. Unfortunate way to get out. Last ball on the stump and that's crashed into the stumps. Second net worth properties wicket. One over, 5 for 2. Second net worth properties of the wicket and Samir Bhansali has to walk back for a duck. What a bowler, what an over by Sanjeev. With an easy going action, pitches. Straight up in the air, but the fielder circling under it and takes a catch. Net worth properties wicket, the third of it. Chetan Kapoor has to walk back. Arun. Full toss. Shiv goes for it. Clears the boundary with ease and that's the first net worth property 6. That is exactly what was the need of the hour. Will that ball be the one which gets Shiva going? That was full toss and he made full use. Shift 15 of 11. Full toss. No one back there. Net worth property 6er. Just missing his length. And that's enough for the batter of Shiva's quality. Smacks it. Oh. That was full. He opened the face of the bat, slices it for a net worth properties boundary. See, there's nothing wrong with the delivery if you look at it. Just wide. outside the off, maybe a fourth, fifth stump line. But this time it's in the slot. He goes over cover. Consecutive net worth properties boundary. 14 runs coming off the last 3 deliveries. Shiv moves on to 29 of just 14 deliveries. He's getting his team back into the game, and how? And that's taken an edge. Net worth properties wicket. Sandeep strike on his very first delivery. That one just bounced off the length. Taken Rudra by surprise. Gets a faint nick and a keeper behind the stumps with the other. He's been absolutely brilliant. He's taken some tough catches today. Rudra Bellare has to walk back after scoring 9 of 16 deliveries. Again repeat, this was a virtual semi-final. So the team which will win this game will play the Platinum Finals. The team which will win this game will down on one knee, and no chance for the 2 fielders there. Net worth properties boundary of the bat of Siddharth. What a shot that is. Again, it was wide outside off. He fetched it from there, played across, and there were 2 fielders there at covers. This seemed to be some sort of confusion between the 2, but nonetheless 4 runs. Net worth properties for Shiva. Moves on to 39 with that boundary. Net worth properties 6er. They need a lot of those to make a comeback into the game. That one was in the slot and Siddharth goes for it. This one's in the slot. Vinod goes for it. Caresses it through the square leg boundary. Net worth properties boundary. 6, eh? Oh, that's 6. That got flat. Amazing shot. I felt as if it's gone to the boundary, but no. Flat and over. And he strikes on his very first ball. Taskaran. Net worth properties wicket. 6th of the match for the FAIRLANE fighters. And what a way to start your spell for the captain. Sixth wicket down, and just look at that. Trying to go towards right arm over. Again looping it, taking it full on the full Siddharth. And hits it towards the deep mid wicket boundary for a net worth properties boundary. And 100 comes up for the FAIRLANE fighters with that. 101 for 6 in 13.4 overs. That's straight. That's long by Shashank. So planting his front foot down outside off and then caressing it straight in. Another net worth property 6. captain. Just look at that. Straight over the bowler's head. Karan, this time wide. It goes straight up in the air. The keeper has called for it and will hold on to it. He's been absolutely magnificent behind the stumps. Net worth properties wicket. Shashank Sawant walks back. 14 of 5 deliveries. And the 7th wicket down for the FAIRLANE fighters. 121 for 7. That is 68 required in 28. It's never easy. The ball swirling. He sweeps it. And will get a net worth properties boundary, will Abhishek. Siddharth moves on to 38. This one's in the slot. He goes straight down the ground for a boundary to the right off the long on fielder. Net worth properties 4 from the bat of Siddharth. 42 of 24 deliveries, and as per the rules will have to walk back as retired out. What a knock. Straight. Net worth property 6 by Gurvinit. See, he just launched himself into that shot. Oh, and the keeper just missed the stumping there. Run out at the bowler's end. Yes. So, net worth properties wicket. Abhishek Singh walking back. 9th wicket down off the FAIRLANE fighters. 144 for 9. In the air. Oh, there was a chance there. A really good effort by the fielder there. Ejaz Khan at the boundary. A net worth property 6. So, slaps it straight to point, slices it. And the last wicket goes down for the FAIRLANE fighters. 152 all out in 18.5 overs. The Marshall Royals win the game by 36 runs.
बहुत बढ़िया उसके बाद नेक्स्ट ओवर में क्या हुआ नेक्स्ट बॉल पे हिस्ट्री क्या बोलता है फोटो बोलता है वेल प्लेड यार स्ट्रेट वेल प्लेड